Hi everyone, Matt here, and today we are continuing on with HiveSwap FriendSim. When we last left off, we finished Volume 5, and now we are starting Volume 6, Text and Envy, Green. Armed with your fresh heaps of hard-won cultural knowledge, you continue on your journey. Troll life sure is complicated, not to mention troll romance. You really aren't interested in getting into all of that. Your life is complicated enough, and adding an additional level of angst on top of that does not sound ideal. Friendship is about all you can handle right now. And oh boy, do you love to handle it. Just get your fingers all up in there and squish that shit around. Cup, rum, and focal were L word. L word. You're ready to meet someone new, and you have no idea where to go. You're kind of hoping you'll just bump into someone. While you're thinking it, you do. You bump into someone. Joel takes a step back and looks at you, eyebrows lifted in surprise while you sputter apologies. Then you notice the color of the symbol on her shirt, and your blood turns to ice. Given what you've picked up about troll society, she'd probably be well within her rights to attack you, or at least treat you with some very hurtful insults. Well, hey there, little buddy. You look kinda lost. Everything okay? Huh, that was a lot friendlier than you expected. That said, the troll's look is intimidating. She's smiling at you, but the leather jacket and undercut makes you think you shouldn't fuck with her. They also look really dope. Like maybe this is someone whose name would look really nice in your address book. Look, you know you've been pretty non-discriminating about your friend's taste so far. You're grateful for every taste of affection thrown your way, but you can admit you've barked up the friendship trees of some real weirdos. But this time, you really want to be friends with this girl. In fact, it feels like earning her approval might even raise your opinion of yourself. Or your social cash? She's just like, seriously cool. Tell her you are lost, not that you have anywhere to be. Just seeing where the night goes, huh? Been there. I could tell you some stories. Oh man. I don't want to be rude, but you're an alien, right? You confirm. That is one of your few solid facts you know. And you're going to hang on to that with both hands while they're still your hands and not your grab pods or your gesture appendages or whatever. Neat. You can call me L word, by the way. But you have all kinds of cool alien stories. You wanna hang out with me? I know a place near here to grab a drink if you want. Does she mean platonically or is she asking you out? It's really hard to tell. She's so cool and disaffected. If that was a date suggestion, she's gotta be the smoothest motherfucker around. You're kinda hoping she just wanted to get to know you better. She's beautiful, but it seems like going on a date with her would be a lot of pressure. Mostly, you just really, really want her to like you. She presses a piece of lint off her jacket, and your desperation for her attention grows. You say yes. Aw yeah. Alien time. Let's go. Wait. Wait? Come on. Can't you even just go hang out with someone or someone without some kind of whole rigmarole? Are you fated to always be bombarded with branching choices, choosing randomly between fates that almost always seem to end in some kind of violence? There's actually two places we could go. You want to try the closer place or the farther place? Fine. You'll make another choice. Let's go far. Choose the farther place. You tell her you're in no rush, and the farther place is fine. She takes off in the same direction she was walking before you bumped her. You fall behind, trying to act like you totally belong here, next to this genuine troll babe. You walk next to cool people all the time. It's practically a hobby. After a couple blocks, she stops short again. She stops short. You narrowly avoid bumping into her again. She fishes her palm husk out of her pocket. You can see that it's vibrating noisily. She looks at the screen and theatrically rolls her eyes. Ugh. Ugh. This is so annoying. Sorry, but like, there's just this thing. I have to deal with it, I guess. I swear to fuck. She just wants an excuse to see me. It's like transparently obvious. Like how she keeps flirting with all my friends too. Or just magically showing up to places we used to go together. It's honestly kind of pathetic, like, we're trying so hard to make it seem like you're over me. That just shows you aren't. You know what I mean? May not understand the specifics, but it's clear that she's including you in some kind of social situation she's dealing with. Wow. That's what you do when you're already friends with someone. You basically just skip to the front of the line. You nod and look sympathetically. You totally get it. You tell her you have an ex like that too. Who is she even trying to fool? Haha, right? It's like embarrassing that we even dated. We were totally gonna request combat assignments on the same ship too. So dumb. Anyway, sorry, but I gotta go back to my hive. She just keeps bugging me about some shit she left there. Keep telling her I don't even think it's there. She says she has all her belongings itemized or something. Such a dork. I'm like the best thing that ever happened to her. You keep nodding vigorously. Your neck is starting to hurt from all the nodding. You tell Elward that she's obviously too good for whoever this girl is. I mean, I know. I gotta deal with her shit anyway. Anyway, sorry, it's literally so dumb, but do you mind if we just swing by my hive on our way out? It won't take long, she's like terminally punctual. She already sent me her ETA on Gore Eagle maps. This is real softball. No need to agonize over this decision. You tell her you don't mind at all. She starts to head off, but then she stops and looks at you. Her brow furrows. Huh. You know, for an extra alternative, kinda cute. Oh geez, you start to feel flustered as she peers at you more closely. Are you going to have to make it clear once again that you're only interested in friendship? I'm getting an idea. Next thing, she's so cool because she's a Jade Blood and they have like sacred duty or whatever. Makes a complicated motion with her hand. In context, you gather that this is the troll version of a jerking off gesture. You'll file away the implications of that one to consider at a later time. But she's probably never met an alien before. Definitely never dated one. Do you think we could pretend to be a thing? Like, Red Rom? Just until she goes away. She'll fully shit herself, I swear. Just, don't fall in love with me, kid. Just kidding. Really don't, though. Your heart is beating at an unusual rate. And not even because of fear this time. Fake dating again? Do trolls do this a lot? There must be some cultural context that makes them turn to a fake relationship for security. On the one hand, you're an experienced fake dater by now. Elward could check your references. On the other hand, you know how this ends. You know this ends with you falling in love with her. There's literally no fake dating situation that has ever ended differently. In the last fake relationship, you dated agonizing. He circled the rim of romance before falling out and into your hands for a sick friendship rebound. But it was a close one. You might be like a quarter of the way in love with her already. She looks like troll Natalie Dormer. It is definitely way too dangerous to say yes to this. Fake date. You say that could be cool. You say it's super casually, like you pretend to be in relationships with alien every day of your life. Elwood grins, clearly pleased. You're sure this was the right choice. Then again, you thought that before, only to end up in painful situations. But you're pretty confident this time it'll be fine. That's great. Thanks for doing me solid. I'll owe you one. She shoots your finger gun and winks. In what is now a deeply familiar story beat, Elwood takes you back to her hive. It's pretty messy. You can understand why her ex would have a hard time finding something she left here. You don't see any signs of Elusus, but it's probably rude to ask about that. What with how often trolls and other animals are murdered in this society. You ask Elwood if you should get your story straight, like, how did you meet? How long have you been dating? Who's the funny one and who always gets to choose the food on date nights? Yeah, I got a 3,000 word backstory for us to memorize. I'll be quizzing you on my fave movies. Just kidding. I'm not worried, lol. We can just wing it. Oh, I think she's here anyway. Sure enough, you hear a crisp knock on the door. Elwood leans against the nearest wall and crosses her arm over her chest, looking bored. Come on in, girl. Oh, it's Bronya! Another troll enters the hive. Hey, wait a second. You know this one. This troll is already your friend. That might be a good thing, but it might also ruin your chances with the friend you are currently chasing. Maintaining your existing friendships is important too. You're going to have to find a way to balance this. She doesn't seem to have noticed you yet. Hello, Edward. We can make this the last time we have to see each other. If you would just hand over my favorite sweater. I don't have it. I don't know how many times I gotta tell you. It's very simple. 1. I was wearing it over here when we broke up. 2. I keep careful track of all my belongings. 3. You think it's funny to antagonize me. All signs point to you having it. I just don't want to fight again. Isn't it nicer if we collaborate? Who's fighting? I don't even remember what your sweater looks like. I don't really think about it. Or you. At all. Ever. Emotional dishonesty is a barrier to helpful communication. Ugh. I'm not one of your little jays who have to listen to this crap. Okay, whatever. I'm not going to get dragged back into this. You're interrupting my date, Bronya. More like boring ya. I'm actually trying to hang out with someone who's not you right now. Real cutie. Oh man. Oh no. Howard makes a lazy gesture at you, as if to indicate that pointing you out to Bronya is barely holding her interest. You look at Bronya and try to smile. You lift your hand in an attentive wave. Hi, you say? Bronya is taken back. She looks back and forth between you and Elwood a couple of times, trying to make sense of the situation. You and Elwood? Well, this is a surprise. I didn't know you were looking for a romantic connection. You have introduced you to some of my other jades. Not that I mind that you're with Elwood. I only wish the best for her and all she does. Elwood rolls her eyes theatrically. Then she looks back at you. You two know each other? She doesn't look happy about it. You remember that the reason she wanted to pick date with you in the first place was to hold your cool alien status over her ex's head. Bronya, already knowing you, has undoubtedly taken some of the wind out of her sails. You have to do something to turn this around. You don't want to be rude to Bronya, but surely just hyping Elwood is safe. You tell Bronya, thanks for the offer, but you're happy with the choices you've made. She looks a little hurt, but quickly rebounds. Of course, I wouldn't tell you how to conduct your personal life. I'm really just here for my sweater. Can you get it, please, Elwood? Nah, well, you just lost it. Stop making excuses, come over here. This is getting pretty personal. You're trying to make yourself as unobstructive as possible, pulling the collars of your, Tagora's robe up to hide your face. Some might accuse you of manufacturing reasons for me to keep coming over by not giving it back. Well, okay, whatever. I'll just let you know if it turns up, alright? Not alright. 1. You've said that before. You've never followed through. 2. You never contacted me first. 3. You're obviously not motivated to find it. I'm gonna tell this once and for all. It's time to resolve our once and for all. It's time to resolve our conflict. Jeez. I didn't steal your fucking sweater. Look, I want to resolve this too. And now it just isn't a good time. Can you just let me have some time with my new pal here? Just seemed like a reasonable request. This may take longer than I would have liked. I suppose I could leave it alone for now. But you can't just keep avoiding me forever. Not just about the sweater. I'm not doing that. Ugh. Didn't you get enough of talking about our feelings when we were together? When we were actually together? Why do we have to talk about them now? Let's talk about it later then. I'd rather leave my friend here out of it anyway. Her friend. Wow, you breathe a sigh of relief. You don't have so many friendships yet that you could stand to lose one. You can now listen to the rest of the conversation with a touch more ease. I'll come back when you're more available. Please try to work with me on this. Thank you. Vanya makes her way out. Owen watches her leave and sags back against the wall, scowling. She seems to be in much lower spirits than she was earlier. Your heart aches. Friend or no, you want to see her cheer up again. You know what? Takes a deep breath and looks over at you. I do have her sweater. This is in the back of my closet. He starts laughing. You gotta go a little too. What just happened here is an opening. You witnessed something revealing, and now Elward is in a vulnerable position. You don't want to push or annoy her, but she did loop you into this, and you can't waste this opportunity. It might be worth it to take the risk. You say, hesitantly, that it seems like Vanya was really desperate, like she is totally not over it. I know, right? I told you. You say that also, it's okay to not be over it 100% yet. That even if a relationship was wrong, and you're way better off without it, sometimes you still feel a little sad. And it's fine. In fact, you say, it can make you seem emotionally deep in an extremely cool way. You give her a little smile. She smiles back. Thanks for saying that. You're really nice. You didn't have to do all that for me. Sorry for bringing you into this mess. Did you still want to get drink? Did you still want to get that drink? You're a good friend. Your heart overflows, and you beam a brilliant smile at her. You feel the warm bloom of friendship opening its sweet petals in your heart. Friendship achieved. Victory. Fake date. You grasp her hand, your eyes shining. Yes, you tell her. Yes, you will fake date her. You're ready to dive into this thing together side by side for as long as she needs, without your whole heart and mind. Whatever it takes. Or with your whole heart and mind. Well, that's, You're, like, really ready to go for it. Like, about to jump right in. Maybe this was a bad idea. I don't want to lead you on. Oh no, you way overdid it. You shrink back, mortified. No, you tell her you weren't gonna fall in love. You weren't even thinking it. Just thinking about helping her with an awkward situation. Uh-huh. Hey, you mentioned your ex earlier, right? Is that recent? Like, were you trying to rebound with me or something? Because if it's recent, I mean, I get it. Breakups can be hard. I mean, mine was fine. Completely mutual. I get it. Your ex only exists in your imagination, but Elward is giving you an out here, and you're going to take it. You nod, trying to look sad. Breakups are hard, after all. That part isn't a lie. Just a well-known truth of life. You know what? I blow my ex off for now. I'm gonna take you out. Take something special. Where you can forget. Have a little me time, you know? I think you deserve it. Okay, a little hiccup there, but maybe you've managed to turn this around. You feel Dad that she thinks you're newly heartbroken, but it's comforting that her reaction is to try to cheer you up rather than pouncing on you at your most vulnerable, like some other trolls would do. Actually, she's being really nice. Maybe this friendship train is on the right track after all. Albert takes you to what appears to be a coffee shop. And there's all the trappings of coffee shop. Mugs, bean grinders, fiddly little machines with tubes, tables with people working on husk tops. The smell in the smell in the air is not coffee though. It's something earthier and a little spicy. You're gonna guess. Ground up grubs. Just a hunch. Here we are. Let's get something to drink. And wait for it to start. You let her choose your drink. She brings you a steaming mug of something. Hot. You sip it cautiously. Not bad at all. No legs floating in it or anything. Just so you know, I don't know what your deal is, but this place is kinda girls only. You're an alien, so no one's gonna even ask, including me. But just so you know the deal. Don't worry though. If anyone does ask, I'll just say you're here with me. Plus you're cute, so no one's gonna mind. Feel your face getting hot. Wait, no. You're not fake dating her. No fluttery feelings here. Cool, you tell her. You love this place already. Wait, what is this place? This is excessive bodily force poetry. Open mic night. All blood colors welcome. Now that she says it, you can see a microphone set up on one side of the cafe. An olive blood is sitting nearby with a clipboard, writing down the names of people who want to perform. You ever do excessive bodily force poetry? You look back at her. She's looking at you with those heavy-lidded eyes and that flirtatious smirk. Last time you let your enthusiasm get the best of you, she pulled you back. Then she took you to this cool ladies only hangout. Saying yes hasn't led you wrong so far, probably. Unless there's going to be something consequential you haven't gone yet. No, it's probably fine. You tell her you've dabbled. You try to shoot her the same kind of coy look she's giving you. Is it flirting? Who can say? You're riding this wave of plausible deniability, and you're never coming down. Really? I didn't think you'd say yes. That's so cool. Dang, you should go sign up. I've never done it myself. But I like to come here and watch. You should totally do it. Till now, Elward has been pretty disengaged. But she seems actually excited about this. You gulp. You've never done slam poetry. How hard can it be? You got this. You go up to the olive blood and put your name down on the list. Then you go back to Elward, giving her what you hope is a look as smooth as expensive brandy. Get ready, you tell her. She laughs. Like you're being corny instead of smooth. But it's good-natured, so that's okay. It's gonna go horribly wrong. You settle down to watch the excessive bodily force poetry. Maybe you can pick up a few tips. Before long, you notice a couple differences between this and slam poetry you've seen before. First of all, your unfamiliarity with troll culture is causing you to miss a lot of the metaphors. You think some of these poems are erotic? People are reacting like they are, but all of the body parts sound like someone did magnetic fridge poetry with an intro engineering textbook. Blah blah blah. It's all tubes and pushers and levers and sacks. You watch the people around you try to react the same. You watch the people around you and try to react the same way they do. Second, troll slam poetry does involve actual slamming. Several poets seem to be the cooler colors of the rainbow, and their performances with acts of passionate violence against nearby chairs, tables, or even members of the audience. Artists, you guess? Temperamental. Elward doesn't seem surprised. One troll with a dark purple symbol breaks the mic stand in half over a knee. Elwood sits up a little straighter, popping the collar of her jacket a touch higher and adjusting her hair. God, I'd die if she looked at me that way. Wish I was that mic stand. I've never had a girl that mean. I always go for the good girls. Spades. Thinking I can change them. That'll be different with me, you know? If our hay is true enough. It's a bad habit. Nice trolls don't change. That's some advice for you, kid. Yeah. You know how to respond to this. You just nod wisely. If you're being totally honest with yourself, seeing Elwood flustered makes you a little flustered too. Not that you're changing your mind about only wanting friendship, but you wouldn't mind if she looked at you with a little bit of the awe she's giving the purple blood. Dear God. Finally, it's your turn to perform. You got so into the show you forgot you were actually going to do this. Now, walking up to the front, you wish you could forget again. Cleary throat, silence, and a flash of inspiration hits. I had trouble understanding the troll poems because of the socio-cultural differences. So maybe if you load your piece with references to your own world, they'll just assume it's good. Start listing body parts you have: knees, wings, shoulders. Jot in a few celebrity names: Steve Jobs, Rita Moreno. Then you put on your most serious poetry voice you can and see Numa, Ai. Another idea hits you like a wet fish to the face. Maybe if you end this with some kind of violent gesture like the purple blood girl did, Elwood will like you more. You seek her out her face in the audience, and looking right into her eyes, you slap yourself in the face as hard as you can. There's a smattering of lackluster claps. No one looks impressed. A few grumbles echo around the cafe. You think you may have just bombed. Your budding confidence is hit with a big load of shame, descending like wet concrete. But when you get back to Elwood, she's grinning. Yeah, that wasn't what I expected at all. It was pretty funny though. You must have some real abominable sausages to get up there and perform like that. Nice job, alien. She gives you a wink. You start to perk up a little. After all, you don't need to be friends with the rest of the people in this cafe. Just this one cool troll girl. And it looks like making yourself look dumb has brought you two closer together. Honestly though, I'm surprised you didn't do a piece about your breakup. Alright, you completely forgot about your breakup, or rather, your fake up. Elwood leans forward, her hands splayed on the table, her black claws gleam in the low cafe light. You can tell me about it, if you want. Like, I'm over my breakup. But if you want to talk about yours, it's fine. I know sometimes it's like, it's really on your mind, just right in there. You're starting to feel even less great about lying. You fidget uncomfortably in your seat. No, you know what? You're supposed to be making a friend here. Yes, in the past it's been advantageous to just go along with whatever people say until they like you, but you and Elwood are really connecting. You don't want her just to like you because she thinks you're sad. You want it to be real. Take a deep breath and tell Elwood you don't have reason. You tell her you were just trying to commiserate. The atmosphere immediately shifts. Elwood sinks back, and the warmth out of her face. Warmth is out of her face entirely. What? Really? Oh. Huh. That's not really cool. Oh shit, you just feel her pulling away. Well, you can also see it, because she's physically pulling away from you. All signs point to losing this friendship. You're so sorry, you tell her. It won't happen again. Yeah. Sorry, no offense. That's not good to lie about shit like that. It's pretty weird. She's completely detached now, barely even looking at you. It was nice to meet you, but probably best if you just go. You space movies, boy. As much as it hurts, you have to agree. It's probably best to just cut your losses. Try not to let your disappointment show as you walk away. Game over. Let's choose the closer place. You don't want to wait any longer than necessary for that delectable friendship. Tell her to take you to the closest place she knows. It turns out to be pretty close. She crosses the street and takes you down a flight of stairs to a little underground bar. When you walk in the door, you're ready to do some befriending, but Elwood seems distracted. Follow her gaze and see another Cerulean symbol troll girl with a buzz cut and a snakebite piercing sitting alone on a bar stool. As you watch, the other troll looks over at Elwood and gives her a little smile. Clear your throat, and Elwood seems to abruptly remember your presence. Well, we've arrived. The hangout place. You can take it from here, right? I gotta go. Game over. Well, that is all for this time on HiveSwap FriendSim. If you like the video, like it. If you want to see more of my content, subscribe. And yeah, have a good day and do what you do best.